Hey guys, what's going on? And thanks for tuning into Legatum Gaming, where today everybody knows what day it is. It is the weekly vendor reset. So like most weeks, what I will do is I'll go through all of the checkpoints, all of the safe houses, and of course the base of operations. I'll search through all of the best gear, weapons, and mods just to make it a little easier for you guys. Let's make a start. Alright, so with the advanced weaponry vendor this week, they have a really nice MP7. And take note as well, guys, obviously you can see here on the right hand side, the score now applies to the weapons. Obviously 1.8 has dropped. Now everybody knows 286 is the highest gear score you can get. However, don't worry too much about that, because of course the talents on the weapon totally depends on how you play or who you run with. So this MP7, let's get back to it. It comes with 21.5% critical hit chance, comes with competent, brutal, and talented. Now of course my recommendation here is to get rid of the third talent, keep competent, keep brutal, and of course the third talent is entirely up to you. Again, as I've always said, and I always will say, depending on how you play or who you run with, the choice is yours. My personal recommendation is to put in deadly here, just to spec into extra damage, and of course naturally the SMGs have a high crit chance, so it should work really well. Alright, at the special equipment vendor this week, there's two things I want to show you. Now the first one being the Liberator. So it comes with 21% enemy armor damage, meticulous, adept, and unforgiving. My recommendation here is to take out the first talent, meticulous, and my recommendation is to put in something like brutal and go for the headshot damage. That way you got headshot damage, you got increased critical hit chance, and of course the third talent, unforgiving, which is a really underrated talent. Missing health segments increase your damage, one missing segment 10%, two missing segments 25. So we all know what that is. However, a really nice weapon, and actually could be made pretty decent. Now in addition, I won't add it to the description, however there is a 286 pistol. Now everybody knows nobody runs really with a pistol. However, for those people who do want to ride out their gear score and get up to pretty much max straight away, of course there's a pistol here, 286. The second is a really nice electronics mod. So prototype electronics mod, 266 electronics with 3,122 health. Let's go check out the special blueprint vendor. What do they have this week? Alright, so they got an ACR, classic M44, electronics backpack, stamina mask blueprint, flash hider, and the pro red dot sight. Now the pro red dot sight actually would be pretty nice. If you guys look at the bottom, critical hit damage is the main, so that actually will be pretty nice. You could maybe get chance or maybe like reload speed or something like that in there. That would work out pretty well. Flash hider has accuracy, so I won't really go for that. So definitely get the ACR, get the M44, and then get the Pro Red Dot Sight Blueprint. At the Cavern safe house this week, they have a really good damage to elites prototype mod. Now this is spec'd into stamina, and it's 209. Everybody knows in 1.8 stamina is kind of like the new Firearms, so a really nice prototype mod, so do check it out. At Camp Hudson, at the gear vendor, they have a really nice prototype Firearms mod, 265 firearms with a 1% critical hit chance. At Autumn's Hope, they have a prototype performance mod in the name of 2% pulse critical hit damage. So if those people who do want to spec out their pulse, then do check it out. At West 46th Street, they have a pretty reasonable high velocity magazine, 7% critical hit chance, 4% critical hit damage, and 5.3% rate of fire. So of course, most people use the extended magazine. However, high velocity magazines are pretty good and mainly specific to Lone Star builds. However, if you guys did want to check this out, then do go ahead. Okay, at 5th Avenue, which is the most southern DZ checkpoint, right down in DZ1, they have a pretty reasonable custom L86. Now, a recommendation for this is PvE. It has 20% damage to target out of cover. It comes with competent, deadly, and the third is meticulous. A recommendation here is to take out meticulous and put in ferocious. Hence why I suggested PvE. I would go for PvP, but in terms of the LMG damage, it could be slightly better. Nonetheless, competent, deadly, and ferocious would make for a pretty good PvE weapon. At DZ4 Safe House, they have a prototype performance mod, which is a max 6% first aid self-heal. For those people who have been after that for a while, or at least the players who at least come back to the division, then go ahead and definitely get this. Okay, at DZ8 Safe House, they have a really nice Vigorous Vest. Now the armor is 1,937, comes with 1,229 stamina, 4% all resistance, 9% skill haste, and 53% ammo capacity. So it's a pretty reasonable Vigorous Vest. Now I know a lot of people run classified gear, just try and get the maximum gear score. However, for those people who do run Vigorous, then go ahead and check this out. My recommendation is you could either improve stamina and get it up to around the 1272 mark, or you could get the 4% all resistance. With the optimization station, you can get this pretty much maxed quite easily. Do check it out. Alright guys, and we're at DZ9 Safe House. So for those people who do watch it each week, know that this is the end of the weekly vendor reset. And what that means is I have to add a piece of gear in just to top it off. But actually this week it's something quite reasonable. So it's the defensive backpack, or the D3-FNC Backpack. Now the armor is 1227, firearms 1229, the major is 8% critical hit damage, and the minor is 55% ammo capacity. Nonetheless, a pretty reasonable backpack. I am aware that the new defensive backpack, or at least the new defensive set, is coming out next Tuesday with the new global event strike. However, for those people who don't want to wait that long, or at least want a little practice before it comes out, then do go ahead and check it out. Nonetheless, that does recap the weekly vendor reset, and you guys should see coming up on your screen either now or momentarily a DTAC kind of fast-paced run that I made a couple of months ago, just in preparation for 1.8. If you do want to check that out, it's actually quite a nice, effective route, so, you know, have fun with that. Do stack up your DTAC, and then you can use it just to optimize your gear. If you guys did enjoy the video, or at least want to see more Division content, such as more weekly vendor resets, or state of the game recaps, then do consider hitting that subscribe button. If not, hitting the like would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching guys, have a great day.